All right, so what I've been up to and what's going on, and oh boy, what happened? So I did the steering wheel swap, and I moved the ignition coil. I used to have an MSD blaster canister style that was right there, and I went with like the E coil style. When that happened, though, I had an electrical fire. So, show you as best I can here. Previous owner had jumped a wire from the brake light switch to a power wire here. And yeah, I didn't notice it. So when I wired up the halo lights and the sequential tail lights, everything worked fine. And I have no idea what happened. I must have a fault to ground somewhere. And yeah, that jumper wire, we just set the battery was unhooked. We put the cables back on the battery, and that thing instantly lit up like a old Christmas tree. So new headlight switch, new brake light switch. I ordered a headlight switch off Amazon, complete garbage. For like $6 more, I got a standard headlight switch. Where's the part number? Right there. It's great. Works perfectly. The actual knob goes in and out super easy. Yeah, I would not buy a headlight switch off Amazon. I'm not gonna buy any parts off Amazon anymore. I don't think. I believe this is actually manufactured in Taiwan. There it is. Better than China, right? Um, so in the midst of all that, a new harness is going in, and I had to cut the brand new harness and add extensions to it to get the wire over. Oh God, that just looks so bad. Yeah, I need to move that. I think I need to move the MSD box right there, and maybe do like Andy Cruz and put the solenoid on the other side of the shock tower, and that would clean all that up. Now, mind you, I undid a bunch of my wire loom. Everything is just kind of sitting out. Some of the wiring was funky going to the coil. The old temperature sending unit wire was ran to the negative side of the coil, and coming off the MSD, I had one extra wire. I believe it was like 12 volt positive going to the coil. It worked. I'm going to try some things. I left them long. I'm going to jump some wires different places and see if I can not have 5 wires on the coil. We'll see. We'll see. Wiring's not my strong point. I did find this thing. This thing's really cool. I was looking for what's called a function tester, so I could test different fuses and see if stuff worked. So I'll show you real quick. I mean, it worked for a bunch of other stuff too. I've got it hooked up to ground. Let's see. It should beep when I complete the connection. And here's the horn. Alright. You hook it up to the battery. Run the cables up to here. You ground. And there's your positive. You can do it either way. Another cool thing I found out you can do with this is you go to the fuse box and you power up whatever you're trying to check, and you put the terminal on the I forget which side of the fuse it is, but if you do have a fault to ground, it'll go green on you. It should go red with power, but if you have a fault, it'll go green, and that will help you eliminate. These Mustangs aren't so good because there's not a lot of fuses. If I had 20 different fuses, process of elimination would be easier. But yeah, I think I've got a ground fault somewhere. So yeah, you guys know that watch. I don't do how-tos on here. This whole channel actually started as some of my family just to show the car and talk about what I was doing with it. Yeah, it's just, that's all it is, you know. I appreciate you guys that all watch, though. Oh. Remember the yellow Corvette that was on my channel? That my buddy Matt bought that, and, you know, it stayed here for a while. As a thank you, he had this shipped to my house. 355s with the track lock, upgraded the gasket, solid pinion spacer. Hey, Matt is a really mechanically inclined guy. He's confident we could do it ourselves. I don't want to put that on him and myself, so I've been calling around, trying to see what it would run me to just pull the third member and have it, drop it off with the new parts and then pick it back up already done. And that way, if it's not right, you know, I won't be mad at myself. I'm missing something. There was something else that happened. Yeah, disc brakes are still sitting right there next to the Sun-Kissed soda. We'll get to it. It'll get done. Yeah, that electrical fire set me back a good month. And it was, you know, December, January. We've had a ton of rain. It's been cold. I just haven't really wanted to do much with it. But I was out here last night burning the midnight oil. So, yep, new steering wheels in. Oh, that's... I actually, I had to get a whole other install kit and put it in. Yeah, the other kit, the wires came off and I soldered them back on and I didn't trust it. And that may have been the ground fault. All right, maybe I'll make another video after I've tested everything and I might know what it was, or maybe it's gone now. Maybe that wire that should have never been there, going from the brake light switch to the headlight switch, was the whole problem, and it just gave it up eventually. All right, this has been a really long one for me, and all I did was talk. Isn't that all I ever do with you guys? All right.